Welcome back, beautiful people. How are you? Hi, Black Cat. Hi, Alexia. Hi, Judith. Hi, guys. So this full moon's kind of a big deal. I don't know why I'm choppy again. Do I look choppy or do I look clear to you guys? Hi. Hi, India. Hi, Oceania. Hey, Jad. Hey, Abriel. I felt it coming. Hi, guys. It just seems a little bit choppy. It is choppy, right? Some of you guys are saying it's clear. Some of you guys are saying it's a little choppy, but we're going to push through. All right. If it's distracting to watch me, maybe just listen. But this full moon is kind of a big deal. I have been tapping into the moon for quite longer than I realized. We have talked about this energy. Yeah, it is choppy. I don't know why. You know, I'm on internet. Like I'm on high grade Wi-Fi, so I'm not really sure. It's okay? Hi, guys. I don't know. It's saying I'm live. I don't even know. You guys let me know if I should stop. Hey, welcome. Hi, Shamika. The chat is going faster than I am. Sounds perfect. Just a little bit choppy, the video. All right. It's good. You're back. Okay, I'm just going to push through, all right? Please like the video so it circulates to the tribe. So this is the second full moon of the month of August, which is what the saying once in a blue moon comes from my understanding or my research. So that's kind of cool. There's something rare about that. The first full moon occurred on the 1st of August, and now we have the second, which is a super blue moon that occurs on the 30th of August. It's in Pisces. Okay, so we're in Virgo season, but this full moon is in Pisces, and we're gonna tap into this. We're gonna pull cards. We're gonna see what we get, just us here together. But I do want to channel just a couple of downloads, many of which we channeled over on Patreon. So I'm just gonna try to do like a high level summary of it, and then we'll just pull cards and see what energies we tap into here together, okay? But I do want to first just read the symbolism of Pisces, what it represents, just to give you a little bit of energy surrounding, an idea of the energy surrounding this super blue full moon in particular, okay? Pisces, it's symbolized by two fish swimming in opposite directions, representing the constant divisions of Pisces' attention between fantasy and reality. As the final sign, Pisces has absorbed every lesson, the joys and the pains, the hopes and the fears learned by all the other signs. It's giving me liver vibes. This full moon is almost like it's been filtering all of these emotions, all of these thoughts, and I feel like this full moon is really going to serve us in a really big way. No pun intended. It's a super blue moon, and one of the biggest ways that I feel like it is going to serve us is, hold on, I had a bunch of notes. Let me just, okay, this is a big one. So the full moon is going to reveal what your intuition already told you. And for some of you, it's going to reveal to you that this path is a path that you should probably deviate from, isn't going to align you to what you truly want, and you should realign to something different. And there's something about what occurs that's triggered by this full moon that's going to get you to see the reality. You're not going to be swaying in between reality and fantasy. This full moon is going to support you, ironically enough, Piscean energy, in the reality of the situation, which many of you ask for as truth seekers, right? So some of you guys, this full moon is going to confirm your intuition surrounding certain changes that you need to make inside of your body. Your body could have been communicating to you through your intuition, the need to make certain changes. And I feel like this full moon is going to bring in the reality. Something in your third dimensional reality is going to confirm what your intuition told you. And I'm tapping in, like on Patreon, I tapped into a bunch of things. For some of you, it's your feelings. Your intuition was trying to tell you that there was a connection, or that you had certain feelings. Somebody had certain feelings to you, whether they're good feelings or bad feelings. And this full moon, those feelings are going to be acted out in reality. If you thought somebody had a problem with you and they weren't saying anything, this full moon, they're not going to be able to help themselves. Your intuition is going to be proven correct. Okay, they don't really have that kind of sentiment. But to be honest, I think it's a lot bigger. I think it's a lot more grand because it's in Pisces being the final sign. I feel like your intuition was telling you that your life was going to head in a particular direction, that you were going to achieve certain things if you made certain sacrifices, if you made certain decisions along your path without really knowing for sure, having physical, tangible proof that certain things were going to manifest. And this full moon is going to trigger things in your reality that are going to show you, yes, my intuition was right. That if I took this path, I did this healing, I aligned to my true desires, that if I invested in this business, something I truly love, that means something to me, even if other people told me it was a crazy idea, I trusted my intuitions and I didn't give up. I didn't abandon this. And look what it's yielding for you now. This full moon is going to support you in understanding why you made the sacrifices in your 3D, in your third dimension. Why you did what you did now. Why you did what you did when you did it, essentially. Because some of you guys didn't take this action and some of you guys did. Like some of you guys trusted your intuition when it was telling you certain things and you aligned, and now the universe, because collective, there are destined and fated events that are meant to happen for you that your intuition has been trying to align you and worry and warn you of. And our lack of love of self, our lack of faith didn't get us to heed the warning our intuition told us when it said, take these certain actions to align. Remember what we talked about last year about the boat and being there before it docks because you know it's coming. You know it's for you. It's kind of a little bit of that energy, but the boats are here now. That's what this full moon is saying. It's revealing that your manifestations have come in, many of which are not coming in the way you expected it. So that's a whole thing, right? And now that there's all these things being revealed to you in the 3D that confirm your intuition, which many people are obsessed of, they want to get confirmation of what their intuition is already telling them because they don't believe in themselves. And it doesn't change the fact that when your intuition does prove correct, what are you going to do now? What now? So I feel like this full moon could be quite triggering emotionally. I feel like many of you guys, you resonated with that energy of Pisces, even if you're not a Pisces, that you've done a lot of filtering of the emotions, of feelings, of actions. You've absorbed a lot of the other family members, people in your environment. You've done a lot of the absorbing and filtering. Think of what the liver does in the body. So no matter how much toxicity that you're absorbing, you're just pushing out essentials, good things, right? So you're filtering out the toxins of your environment, whatever the case is. And I feel like this could be, it's like now the focus is on the liver. For some of you, that could actually be a focus in the body, the liver, but let's just keep it metaphorically here. It's like what happens when the filter that is the liver is used to, dealing with everybody else's toxins needs to be detoxed. So collective, some of you guys, this full moon might reveal to you this need for a detox emotionally, physically. You could get sick and be like, why am I feeling like this? Trust and believe you will feel amazing after this full moon is helping you to release a lot. Remember, that's what the core is of full moons. It's to help you release, right? So there'll be a lot of releasing, but before there's a releasing, there is like a revealing, if that makes sense. It's a reveal and then a release. And it's a release of the fantasy. Okay, it's a release of the fantasy. This full moon for many of you is going to reveal to you, like you could have been juggling between whether or not this can work, whether or not this can't, whether or not I should carry on, whether or not I shouldn't. A lot of this ambiguous energy, like this back and forth, is going to be cleared up throughout September. You know, you're going to start getting really clear and feel like you're less in this ambivalent energy and more in like a consciousness of this is the decision I made and this is what I'm sure is a reflection of me. Hi guys. Okay. There's also something that someone's been hiding for you for a really long time, and I feel like it gets revealed to you and it's a bigger deal to them than it is to you. For some of you, it's a bigger deal to you than it is to them, and you're like, wait, you can't just drop that on me. Like, how long have you kept this from me? When did this occur? What? Like, for some of you, it's a little bit of that energy. The sweating, hey Tara, that sweating is purging, grieving the fantasy. I totally understand that. Accepting what will and what won't. So that's what could be a bit, I saw 555. That's so funny. I was going to say that's what could be a little bit a difficult aspect of this full moon, is dealing with accepting what will and won't be. Because for many of you, what will be is exactly what you asked for, but in a way you did not ask for it, which is where you have to work with the universe to trust, okay, that they know best. You knew best what you wanted, and they knew the best way to bring it in for you. But I feel like it's going to be different than what you expected, and it's going to make you want to reject what it is that you really want. So there's an importance and also support from this full moon with the full clarity and consciousness about what you actually do want. Okay, like that's going to be really, really important, because there's so many manifestations coming in, so much change, so much of what you've been trying to bring in is coming, much of which was destined and fated, and you didn't need to do anything but wait for time. Like just allow for time, should I say. And now it's here. Many of you guys, your manifestations have come in and are asking you to identify them, be consciously aware of them, and pick them, opt in to them, because you know what they are. And if you're not clear about what you want, then you won't be able to identify that your blessing is for you. Remember, there's a bunch of ships coming in. How do you know which one is yours and for you? You should know what you truly want. And then there's no questions asked. That boat's for me. It has exactly what I said I wanted. What I'm aligned to, that's mine. But if you don't know, you're trying to shop around the ports, man, you're going to get lost, man. By the time you even figure out where you are, all the boats are empty. Everybody's ran off with their manifestations, and you're going, what about me? What about you? That was the question. Like, what about you? Like, you were supposed to fend for that. Like, you were supposed to know. You know what I mean? Anyway. Wait, there was another one. Oh, this was another one. Is that your prison, or is that your sanctuary? So collective, some of you guys are going to be really triggered, because the place that you've been trying to escape is going to all of a sudden become a sanctuary when you're able to leave it. It could be a relationship. It could actually be physical prison. This could be a neighborhood, an environment, a relationship, your parents' house, whatever it is you're constituting as being the prison. That is actually what becomes the sanctuary the minute the universe shifts its perspective on you, meaning you now are out of Saturn's hand. Remember, you were running away from Saturn. You didn't want to have anything to do with Saturn. I'm done with you, Saturn. Let me go. I want to be free. I want to be with Jupiter. I want to expand. And then the minute that Saturn says, all right, I'm fucking done with you. You went through your karma. You learned your lessons. You paid your 200. You can pass go. You don't want to leave. What Jupiter and the expansion that Jupiter has for you is creeping you out. It's a lot. It's really different. It's bigger than you even imagined. It's so much potential. It's, oh my God, it's infinite. Now you're wondering if you're equipped. Now you're looking at potential and opportunity that Jupiter has for you, and you're going, whoa, those opportunities are really big, and they can yield a lot of abundance and love and money and freedom and opportunity and all of this stuff. And now you're actually hiding in Saturn's little lair going, I don't want to go out yet. I don't know if I want to go out there. You see what I'm saying about the perspective of things? Say no way on the other way. You think you're going out into freedom, right? And you end up trapping yourself somehow. I love you guys. Thank you for joining the live. Thank you, Angel Gang, for being just an amazing collective to read for. It's a privilege and honor to read for you guys and to do this thing called Ascension with you at whatever stage you're at or the stage we've ascended at. I love you guys wholeheartedly. I've been feeling really proud of this journey, lately, like really proud of not just the work I've done, we've done, and yeah, Angel Gang. Okay, love you guys. So yeah, look at your prisons, look at your sanctuaries, because they are identical in nature. They are just different in degree. And we all know that is one of a very popular universal law that we focus on here in this collective, along with the law all is of the mind, law of rhythm, and correspondence we touch on sometimes. Proud of us too. All right, let's pray and then pull cards and see what else the divine wants to bring our attention to. Oh, another energy is you guys are going to let the tower fall this time. Congratulations. Some of you guys were sacrificing yourself, getting crushed by the debris of the crumbling tower, all to try to get it to stop falling. And you guys have been hit with bricks in your head. You've been crumbled down and had to dig out a stone. And this time, collective says, I'm too old for this shit. Okay? If the universe is going to fucking tear this down, I'm going to let them. All right? So this is surrendering whether you understand it or not. You're working with the ecosystem. You're allowing something to crumble and fucking fall. Okay? All right? That's great. All right, let's pray though. Creator God, Prime Source, ancestors, guides, guardian angels, thank you for rising me up out of my bed this morning, and thank you for connecting me with the collective every day. Right now, please allow me to communicate clearly with the collective all the messages that are in our greatest good surrounding our material abundance, sustenance, the relationships closest to us, our personal ascension and development, and any other messages that you deem worthy at this time. Thank you, Creator God, Prime Source, guides, guardians, ancestors, for all of your support, love, guidance, and protection. We are nothing without it, and we are nothing without you. So glory be to the Most High, forever and ever. Amen. Oh, and guys, don't forget, we have our frankincense shop, which is now available on its own website at www.smudgelat.com. Okay? I got to get better at plugging my own self in. But the messages be intense. I'd be focusing on them and really like working like that monk energy where you have to like meditate and like, anyways, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing, collective. All right. So the first card out, we have the Rider. It looks like this full moon has some good news for you. Even if you might have been worried that this full moon was going to usher in some bad news or reveal something to you that you didn't want to see, it actually looks like it is revealing something to you of good news, something that makes you feel excited. You might know that this good news or be anticipating this good news coming into you. Again, if you're anticipating it, it might come in and not the way that you expected it. So just be prepared for that. But all in all, this is really good energy coming to the collective during this full moon. All right, let's see what else. Let's see what else. Ooh, we've got divine feminine out of the hot. Okay, so this is beautiful. This is also talking about what we said this full moon was going to do. It was going to get you to come out of this ambivalent energy. Think of Two of Swords. This ambivalent energy. What's reality? What is the illusion? What's the fantasy? What can be real? How to blend the two. This is you coming into an internal truth, feeling really balanced in the reality. So there's some kind of truth that comes into you that I feel like validates you, and I feel like it validates your intuition. It's like, I knew that. And I feel like you look at yourself and be like, I'm pretty powerful. Like I really knew that. I really saw that in my mind. I really dreamt it before it happened. Even if you didn't take action on your dream or on your intuition, you're going to get validation for it. And it's going to further support you in trusting and acting on your intuition going forward. So that's really good. That's going to feel really good. Okay, then we have the Six of Wands. This speaks of recognition. I feel like it's playing off of the full moon that happened in Leo season on the 1st. Because the first full moon of August was in Leo. The second full moon is in Virgo. All happening in August. The Six of Wands, I'm pretty sure, is Leo energy. Yeah, you're feeling quite confident. Something comes in that really validates you. It's like your intuition could have really pulled you away from the crowd, the herd. This could even be an investment. Like your intuition trusts not to pull out of something or to pull out when you did. And you save a lot of money, you make a lot of money, you don't lose a lot of money when a bunch of other people did, or you make a lot of money when a bunch of other people don't. There's the fish of the full moon. You see the Piscean energy here. There's a lot of abundance that this reveals. Like I said, your intuition told you to align to something that would be abundant for you. And this full moon reveals a lot of that physical abundance in Malkut. This here is, even though it's the fish, it represents the Piscean energy. This is the King of Pentacles. Pentacle energy represents Malkut. Thank you, Ashley. It represents Malkut. Thank you for the donation, darling. It represents Malkut energy. That's the actual physical realm, right? Where Kether is like the ethers, what we refer to as the ethers, where all the manifestations start, right? So there's something that's finally breaking through. The super full moon is helping it do that. It's helping your consciousness absorb and be open to all the greatness and all the potential, okay, that Jupiter has for you. Like I said, I saw a bunch of people, essentially having the keys to their own cage and asking them, okay, why aren't you freeing yourself? Saturn doesn't need you to be here anymore. You've learned what you need to, and you were afraid. You went from trying to escape somewhere to feeling only comfortable and safe in that place. And then I wonder what's happened. So guys, understand that if you're being put back into the page position because you're in a new beginning, okay, allow for yourself to trip, fall, scrape your knees. Remember, your inner child will tell you, remember, this is how we learned how to do a bike. This is how we learned how to do that cool thing on the jungle gyms. Like, this is how we learned how to like be a wicked sprinter, or like your inner child is going to validate for you. Like, this is part of the process. Okay. And don't let your ego get in the way of that. And the moon represents a lot of illusions, especially the super full moon being in Pisces. But the irony of this is it's the reality that lives in that fantasy space, which is why fantasy is so necessary, because a lot of the tangible reality world is created from fantasy. Even if it doesn't come in the way you might have fantasized, expected it to, it still is very powerful and does transcend into the physical realms, which you will see from now, if not already, definitely throughout the month of September. Okay. Let's see what else we have. Welcome, everyone. I missed you guys. Please like the video so it circulates to the tribe. And if you don't like the video, then you probably won't at any point of this reading, because you guys already know what it is with me. It's all about the subconscious now. Pulling from there, our imagination creates. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, that was really karmic. I pulled out the Two of Cups, but it spun literally like this. Something is coming around full circle in a connection. Okay, so this full moon is going to bring up so many things. It's like if there were all these like loose ends and little lies and little illusions throughout your relationships, it's like in 1 week or month, it all gets addressed. It's like it's not phased out. It happens immediately. Like, it's so fucking intense. All the fantasies and the illusions, we all live by them. okay? Because we're encouraged to, because the more we reject reality, the more people who are focused on reality can manipulate and control us, okay? Because all your fantasies are great, but if you do not have a relationship with your body, with the Malkut, where you are at, none of these manifestations ever come about, and you're literally living in fantasy land, regardless of how great or practical these fantasies may be in your mind. Okay, so anyways, it is upright though. Okay, so I do feel like you guys have a choice. I feel like your subconscious is revealing to you whether or not you actually want to embark in a connection or if you want to detach from one. I think you were juggling regardless of which one manifests. If you were considering coming out of a connection, going into one, or maybe both in different dynamics, I feel like you become clear about how you want to proceed now. I really do. Because you go from not sure. Remember, we have the 9 of Cups here, right? So if you add one of these cups to this, that equals the 10. That's the union that you seek. And with the divine feminine card, whether male or female, you're asking yourself this. You're not asking somebody else. You're not asking your partner if they want to be in the relationship. You're asking yourself, is this something I want? Is this for me anymore? This full moon, you don't just reveal it internally and acknowledge it internally to yourself. You acknowledge it externally now. And then there's actions that then follow that then take you on that path. It's like you're committing, in a sense, King of Pentacles, to a path now that you get clarity subconsciously about a direction you feel you need to go now, whether it's in relationship or not. But I just say that because the 2 of Cups with the 9 of Cups here. And as I said, if you add one of these cups, one of these options, you come into union. Anyways, let's see what else. Oh, and then we have the keys. Like I said, collective, is it a prison or is it a sanctuary? Are you going to use these keys to liberate yourself? Or are you going to use these keys to open this door and go out? Or are you going to use these keys to lock yourself in so that nothing can come into you and nothing can leave? This is what I was saying. You were dying to get out of this room when you were running around looking for the fucking keys, thinking that you were stuck in here, hating Saturn, hating purgatory. And then you find the keys and you realize that they were under the fucking bed or in the pile of laundry or some fucking shit like that. And then you pull them out and then you go, wait a minute, I don't know if I want to leave here. You open that door crack and you're like, holy shit, there's a lot going on out there. I don't know if I'm ready for all that. I don't know. And then I see this door like closing back. I'm like, collective, really? Oh my God. After all that about the keys, you just spent years inside of your soul, digging through the hell of your own soul to find the keys, only to be like, well, I don't know. You guys are so dark. The darkness. Because it's like, it's just, I don't know. It's a testament to how old as fuck you guys' souls are. That's what it tells me. These motherfuckers' souls are old. They're like, nah, we can chill out here in the pits of hell of my soul for a little bit because I don't know, it looks like a lot out there. You guys are cute. It's all right. You guys will come when you feel ready. At least you know you have the keys now and you can come out when you're ready. At least that feels good, right? It doesn't feel like a prison now. It feels like a sanctuary, right? Yeah. Okay. Oh, I was going to pretend I didn't see that and flip them right side up, but we got 3 cards that fell in reverse. And I said, because we do have a pair, but one of them is in reverse. Okay, so this looks like there's somebody, this is either somebody coming out of a connection to be single and their partner goes into a connection right after a breakup. This could be somebody who wants to leave a connection and their partner doesn't. This could be literally a partner disagreeing, like you and your partner are disagreeing maybe about your faith. Maybe disagreeing about even your perception on each other. Like you could be perceiving yourself away and your partner doesn't agree and is wondering why you see yourself this way or them. There's some kind of disagreement and it's not bad. There's faith here. There's clarity that comes in. I don't see any quarreling. There's no 5 energy in this message. It just looks like they're not on the same page and they're both trying to get each other to see each other. Now on the worst end of this, somebody is considering leaving a connection, and it's not off of this argument. It's because they don't feel like their partner is really in alignment with their journey, really on the same page, resonate with them anymore. Somebody's identified that and now needs to be honest with themselves and their partner, because your actions could have been like alluding to what you weren't admitting within yourself to your partner. So your partner might have not understood why you were moving a certain way or acting a certain way, and it becomes really clear with inside of yourself first, right? Why? And it's because you feel like your shadow is irritated with the fact that you're ignoring the lack of connection here. Even if you don't want to break up, you ignoring this, something you need to discuss with your partner, and you not doing that for whatever reason is irritating you. Do you get that? It's not your partner irritating you. I mean, even if they are, it might be this much, but it's going to feel like this because your own shadow is going to be irritated by you for what you're not willing to communicate that it feels. If that made sense. Anyway, and then we've got the 5 of Swords in reverse. So we do have a 5 here. And that's what I'm saying. It's in reverse. There's no fighting or quarreling here. Somebody's done sweeping something under the rug. That could be this full moon revealing something somebody was holding back for a really long time. They could have been like keeping it kosher and like really like playing it off. And I don't even think it's for like nasty reasons, honestly. I think it's because they thought that's what they were supposed to do. And somebody gets, this could be you, this could be somebody else, it could be both you and somebody else, liberate themselves. Like the authenticity of you guys is going to explode full on. It's really full on. And it's good. It's really good. Look at the Sun in reverse. The 4 of Swords in reverse. The 5 of Cups in reverse. And the 8 of Swords upright. I also feel like for some of you, you could be really feeling liberated this moon because you've gotten, I feel like the universe responded to your mustard seed of faith. You had a mustard seed of faith that something could be different. You surrendered to God. You said, I don't know how to bring change, but I hope for change. I hope for healing. And it looks like it comes in somehow. I feel like there's an issue from the past that you let go of and you didn't allow yourself to stay trapped in that actually gets revisited. Because even though you're not trapped in it, it does still affect you. Whatever this issue is from the past, the universe is going to help you do some triggering, especially if you're active on your healing journey and you don't know how to trigger up certain things. Just your willingness and consciousness is going to help the universe position those things for you. Things that help you see the wounds that you can't identify, that you know affect your life. Like, why am I responding this way? Why am I sabotaging? I thought I healed this. What's wrong? The universe is going to help you. Then you have the Knight of Swords here. Somebody doesn't like somebody. They think they're gossipy. Some of you guys think somebody's toxic. I feel like you're gonna remove somebody from it. Like you're gonna address somebody. I don't think you can't ask this person to leave and you're not willing to leave. So the only option for you is either to fake it or to address it. And I think you address it. I don't even know what that is. Anyways, we have the Fox twice here. Look. See that? Now I'm getting eavesdropping. Somebody's eavesdropping is about somebody's legal matters. Some of you guys are getting background checks. Let's hope it's for work, because if not, somebody could be doing a background check on you. You might get notified of that. I think for most of you, it's work. You require a background check, and you see that as indicative of you getting the job, like a good sign. Then we have the Ace of Wands here, the Six of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, and the Nine of Wands again in another deck, the Fox again in another deck. Can you just read the spiritual meaning of the fox again? What's the spiritual meaning of the fox?
According to fauna, the fox is one of the most popular spirit animals because of its simple beauty and charm. Its meaning often refers to mischief and flattery. As a spirit animal, it is one of the best for creative people or for those going through complicated situations. Its teaching is to get out of any kind of problem.
It's resilience. It's resilience. And this isn't about being any more resilient than you already are. This is about acknowledging how resilient you already are, so that you embark, so that you take on something. Thank you, Francesca. It's theft. Mandio. The fox is one of my favorite animals. Why do people do all of this work and then leave to serve Jesus? What? Jesus isn't asking you to serve. Jesus will not ask you to serve nothing. At least not the Jesus I tapped into. You have to become an energetic vibration to the consciousness that Jesus lived by and was preaching, which is really the reason why they murdered him. Okay, because he was preaching the word that would have liberated everyone out of slavery, which was not the plan at the time. There was a big plan to create to create this whole, what is it, not the transatlantic, what was the one before that, the Anglo-Saxon, all these different versions of fucking slavery. It didn't work. Jesus, if Jesus didn't get murked, most of us, it wouldn't have worked. Too many of us would have inherited this Christ consciousness, and we would have never been oppressed. We wouldn't have to spend all this time trying to fucking find ourselves. He was contradicting the fucking patriarch. This morning I saw a fox at 5:30 a.m. UK time. Coyotes, your way. Sly like a fox, you guys. You guys are not attributing the fox to anything other than some fucking shady shit. Amen. So the fox teaches us how to find solutions. That's a beautiful way to look at that is a very high vibed way to look at the fox. Look at yourself, your ability to be able to find a solution to the problems that you are being faced with. And for many of you, this full moon is going to bring a conscious awareness of that, and you're going to feel like you're able to move past some blockages. And for many of you, simply because you believe you can. Some of these blockages are blockages you watched other people live by and not be able to overcome. So it got you to question your own ability to be able to overcome certain things. Anyways, some of you guys are questioning parenthood. You're questioning if you're able to parent with somebody. Some of you guys are currently pregnant, and you're questioning if you can raise a child with somebody, or somebody's questioning that about you. Well, somebody's got to take care of the baby, because someone's got to take care of the baby, because it ain't nobody over there. All right, so these motherfuckers better figure it out. Anyway. Oh. What time is it? I can't see on my phone. How long have we been on? As soon as around the hour mark comes, I can feel it. Like, I can feel it. I start getting super parched, tired, hungry, a bit moody. My shadow starts slowly, like, taking over the reading. My energy is so whack right now. Poor kid, 39 minutes. Oh, 39 minutes? Oh, look. Look at the collective telling me that they are I'm like, oh, what's going on with you guys? In my mind, I'm like, oh, what's going on with you guys? You're like, oh, nothing. Just, being courted by someone super toxic or that I think is a super karmic ass relationship that I probably shouldn't deal with, but I can't help myself. That's what someone told me. Okay. All right. You're going to learn the lessons that you fucking need to learn, and you're brave ass being brave enough to actually not suppress that and go and explore what the fuck ever your head and heart tell you to go is what's going to teach you the lessons you need to. That's why me demonizing this karmic, it was so demonic within itself. And I apologize. Like, there's nothing, like, I did that for 5 years. So I don't know how long I'm gonna have to spend apologizing for that. But that was some fucked up shit. I have to even apologize to myself. Like, how dare I talk to the hardest working part of myself, which is my karmic ass, out here picking karma, learning these hard ass fucking lessons, in the arena of life, right? Anyways, it just, just be careful with yourselves. Hi, Sean. I know it's choppy. I don't even know. I don't know what's going on. I need Jesus. I don't need Jesus. Me and Jesus are already good. That's big, bro. I have a very clear understanding of my relationship with Jesus, and there's no Christian church that taught me that. My own spirituality, connection to God, and my inquisitive nature, my inner child going to God and being like, can you tell me who Jesus really is? Like, that's, and of course some research online. And some quotes from the Bible. Retrograde, can you start courses? I would love for us to do school together, but I would have to be super regimented. Like, really, you guys know when I take on something, I really take it on, and I can't be spreading myself all over the place. I really need to hone in on something. And the retreats. Oh, thank God. Oh, the hotels. I'm going back there in a couple of weeks. I'm going to finally nail this down, and I'm really excited about where we're going to be at. We're going to be doing it at the same hotel, but I'm trying to get another hotel so that at least 1 or 2 out of the sessions, because I'm going to post 5. If we have anything less than 5 attendees in a session, I'll cancel it, and you'll get a full money back refund, or you'll have an opportunity to transfer to another session. But I want to try to have a session that can have up to maybe double the amount of people that we had last time. So over a group of 20, 25. Because each group is about 15 people, 13 to 15 people. So that's why we can go the cool places that we go to. So we're going to have more sessions, keep them small, but have more of them, but at least have 1 or 2 sessions that can be double the size. All right. So I can't wait to launch that. This fucking season's going to be epic. Especially because we're more experienced. We're going more places, and yeah, I'm really excited about it. 2024 Angel Gang retreats, you done know. Jeez. All right, and to see if you guys want any kind of updates or to see some like video footage about like what, because I went out there and I kind of did a couple of videos just showing the process of me out there planning it, and just a couple of sneak peeks of some of the places we're going, so you guys can check it out over on my Instagram. And you can check the description. I usually put all that stuff in there. Oh, God. Collective. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. You guys are... I feel like some of you guys might be sabotaging, honestly. Or you could be looking at somebody sabotage right in front of your face and be like, holy shit, they're really going to sabotage this. Don't take it personal, okay? If this is you offering an opportunity, watching somebody sabotage it, do not take it personal, okay? And if you are sabotaging, have compassion for yourself in your own self-awareness, okay? Someone is approaching you cautious. Somebody's approaching the Queen of Cups cautiously because this is what they're afraid of. Somebody is afraid. somebody knows that you're very nice, you're kind, you're sweet, you're caring, you're giving, but somebody also knows that you can be vicious. So somebody's a bit afraid of you. Somebody's turned on by your violence, which is super toxic. Okay. You know, then we have the Emperor here. Okay. Whoa. You guys should be really careful about any third parties here, because one of these doesn't end very well for somebody here. Somebody picked violence with the wrong person. They picked violence with the Emperor, but this is whether male or female. So it's easier not to pick violence with the Emperor when it's, you know, somebody looking like this. But what if the Emperor is, you know, some small fucking, you know, 5'2" chick? Well, if you're gonna get fucked up because it wasn't so obvious on the outside. But somebody picked violence with the wrong person. They picked conflict. They picked a scam. Like, this is trying to like trying to fraud like a lawyer, or like trying to like take the rights away from a lawyer, or like something like that. It's like, that's the wrong person, you know, to do that to. Like, they're gonna be the one to address that. Like, for some of you, I see somebody, you guys watching a child, and you're trying to encourage them to be patient so that they don't make the same mistakes you did. The only way you can do that is by sharing your mistakes with them. You're trying to navigate your child from making similar mistakes. Slow down, but you're not explaining to them why you're saying that, because of what you've been through. That's for somebody. Don't be afraid to share what you've been through. Some of your darkest moments, it really helps your child understand why they might be drawn to what they're drawn to. Oh, wow, look at the 3 of Cups. For some of you, it's like you have a young child having a child. This Emperor is also really committed to starting a family or starting over. Whether this Emperor has been divorced or, you know, has children, this Emperor is looking at starting fresh, like planting a seed, starting fresh. This Emperor is either taking action to doing this, or considering this. For some of you, it's your children having children. So the Emperor here could be a grandparent feeling really triggered, watching their child have a child and the perspective that it gives them about their life. Anyways, I'm going to wrap up. I'm going to just pull from this Love Oracle card now. Remember you, that me to Judith, and wait, I don't know. Somebody feels heartbroken. Somebody tried to like mend a conflict with somebody, and this person said no. Like, they didn't want to mend it. Somebody's really heartbroken. So if somebody like tried to resolve something and you didn't, and you said no, they're heartbroken, and you could feel that. You could be feeling irritated or agitated, and that would only be because you weren't really honoring yourself. You know that when you love somebody and you cause somebody pain who's being genuine, you cause it to yourself, honestly. And I feel like you're not being honest with yourself. You want to resolve something too, a conflict. Your ego, which is rooted in trying to protect you from experiencing any more heartbreak that you might have felt you already experienced from this person. I don't know why that's coming out. I feel like you're trying to move away from somebody. They're not making it easy, or you don't feel like it's easy because of how much they're struggling with that. You're not going to live under an illusion, though. I know this full moon is not going to get, because feelings can create illusions, you know, because your feelings are rooted in thoughts. Look at physical touch. A tender touch can mean so much. And then practice compassion, seeing things from a fresh perspective. And then a spiritual connection, a relationship as a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. I also feel like it's spiritual because it hasn't been confirmed. So for some of you, this full moon is going to confirm this spiritual connection in the actual 3D dimension. It's not going to stay just in the spirit realm. It's going to be confirmed and acknowledged in the third dimension. Because many people have spiritual connections with people that just stay in the spirit realm, you know. I feel like this is a spiritual connection that is explored and acknowledged in the 3D. Physical touch with spiritual connection. This is explored in the 3D. Whether this is actually like a sexual romantic connection or not, which for many of you it is, it doesn't have to be. Some of you guys are grounding yourself in a spiritual connection with a friend. Like you've never been able to relate with a friend. You've always maybe related to family members, or maybe just your partner, or maybe just, you know, your spiritual friends, you know what I mean? Like, but this is somebody who is willing to explore your spiritual growth and development with you. They're on the path too. It's like, I don't know, there's like a really deep connection here where you feel like you really relate to somebody from a spiritual level, but it's not just left there. It's how that spiritual connection impacts and what it allows in the third dimensional world, like how this relationship can function, what it will be, you know, how close you'll be with this person, how you'll move with them in reality. If that made sense, I don't know. I think I'm going to wrap up. Okay, slow down, allow things to unfold. I'm going to allow this reading to unfold, okay? And I think I communicated enough, all right? So anyways, I love you guys. Telling the man that is in love with you that you are in love with another man, that is more toxic. Telling the man that is in love with you, that you are in love with another man, that is more toxic. I'm curious the context of how you said that. I missed that. It was like some tea. I'm like, we could have talked about that for a while. Monster because my past reputation. Love you. Hey, Summer says. Hey, Emily. I am, but only via Patreon. I'm not like promoting it and posting it on because of all the fraud and shit like that. But I am only offering them via limited amount of spaces on the Oracle membership on Patreon. Hey guys, Discord is also still on there. And that's just a public forum where you can go speak about your spiritual journey. But you can connect, like you can send voice notes, you can do group chats, like video chats with people, you can mingle, you can get to know people, you can ask random questions. It's kind of cool. What should we take from this moon on clarity? What? Did you just come in? I don't know. I ain't got nothing else to tell you about what this moon has for you. That was all I got. I get on there and then, hey, soul family, unconditional love and memory. Hey, thank you. Hey guys. I'm taking blood. What's up with Angel Gang merch? I know, guys. You know, first of all, you know why? There's a reason why it was delayed. Because it actually costs a bit. It's going to cost me a bit to do it the way I want to do it. If I'm going to do merch, I want to do a tracksuit. You guys know how I feel about tracksuits. A quality, 100% cotton, 450. Like, I want it thick. I want it to last a lifetime. I want it to be embroidered. It just became a whole thing. Fucking J. Crew. Like, I was like, fucking Adidas. I always get my period around the full moons. Yes, tracksuits, yes. Yo, a tracksuit, it would be hot. I've already done the sourcing. I found designers. I found and then it was just like I had to move on to other things. Make sure you make plus sizes. Oh, we'll have all the sizes, man. I need it. Same on the period link. Nah, facts, mad love, Angel Gang. Am I here for the run it back? Full content. Thanks so much. No problem, guys. Have a great full moon. Thank you for tuning in. Please like the video so it circulates to the tribe, because you know how YouTube feels about me if I'm not pumping content out on a regular basis. Patreon / Queen Cup. The the retreats will be available only at www.queencup.ca, and I will post everywhere when it is launched. I just need to do the back end, and I just want to have the contract signed for the hotel. I just need that in myself. But it's ready, and I will post it and let you guys all know, but it'll only be available there. Like I said, Patreon / Queen Cup. And Discord, you can't find it on Discord. You have to go through Patreon to get it. And then for Smudge a Lot, for frankincense and myrrh, you guys can go to www.smudgealot.com. You guys can get we have starter kits. So those of you that are not familiar with smudging but you like it, it's taking it a step up from the using the sticks. So essentially you're using coal, and you're putting raw resin directly on coal. Okay, so it's a more organic, old school way of burning incense. And we have starter kits, if you're not familiar with this, where you get a stick of charcoal, you get a small jar of resin, and you get a small burner. And then we also have the sampler kit, because we have different species, right? We only focus on the most edible, highest grade frankincense. Myrrh is not edible, so just the frankincense. And we have a sampler kit where we give you 4 different species in the kit, but it doesn't come with a burner. So if you already have a burner, and you can burn on anything really, but this is an actual brass burner. So as you can see, I've been burning it for the whole reading. And yeah, this part's a little hotter, but I can hold it in my hand because it's made out of brass. Okay. Anyways, guys, that's the plug. Yes, I love frankincense too. I'm obsessed with it. I really am. But yes, guys, I love you guys. And until the next time. Oh, and the tea bag. That was another. Oh my God. I bought fucking like so much mullein and like, but there's so many things that go into it, you know, like, and I be creative and shit and just being like, this is a great idea and let's get it going. And then reality, full moon, super full moon, been full mooning me and like rocking me with the reality of the situation. But I don't know. I think that just comes with being an entrepreneur, you know, the weaving of the fantasy and the reality, you know, that be me, because we be all the signs. Hey, all right. I love you guys. Okay. Mwah. Till next time, let all integrated parts of your beautiful souls live simultaneously, integrated together in harmony forever. Okay, bye guys.